So good morning to you all. So today we are going to discuss about the control structures in C++. So you know what is control structure. So C++ is an object-oriented programming language. Normally, whatever it may be a language in computer. So suppose I want to collect the data from the user and display the data on the screen means the flow of data is in a sequential order. That is, in start, then read the data, then after reading the data, then some process is there. After completing the process, then it goes to the output level, then we end the program. So this is called sequential level access. But here in this chapter, we are going to analyze the control structures. So what is the use of control structures? So the control structures is normally used to redirect the flow of data. That is the main function of the control structure. Is redirect the data flow. So based on some conditions. Suppose we are checking some condition, whether it is the condition is true, it goes to the some direction, or false, it moves to the another execute or some other statements. So this is the basic definition of the control structure. So it's like a block of programming that analyzes variables and chooses a direction. So it chooses a direction which the data is flow. Okay, in which to go based on given parameters. So the flow control control flow is based on the condition we have given in the program. So this is the basic concept of control structure. So normally the control structure is classified into two big categories. First one, looping statements. The second one is called branching statements. So you know what is looping statements, what is branching statements, you must know. What is that looping? You know statement, okay. We all know about what is statement. But here I am mentioning that it's called looping statements and branching statements. So these are the two major categories in control statements. So okay, we will discuss one by one. First, these are some looping statements available in C++, that is while loop, do while loop and for loop. These are the looping statements we are using in C++ language. And branching statements, there are two types of branching statements: if statement, switch case statement. This is called, so normally the switch case is again called as multi-branching statements. So it's called multi-branching statement, but it comes under the category of branching statements. Okay. So normally the control statements, basically it's classified two types: looping and branching. The examples for looping statement is while loop, do while loop and for loop. Branching statement is if statement, switch case statement. Okay. Okay, we will discuss one by one. So looping statements means, so what is the function of looping statements? These statements is used to repeat some process. Okay, suppose I want to print some names in 10 times or 100 times. So in that type of processing, we use looping statements. Some repeated process is there means we must use looping statement. These are the function of looping statement. Some repeated process. Okay. Then what is the meaning of branching statement? So branching statements is nothing but it's check some condition. If the condition is true, it executes some block of statements. Suppose the condition is false, it moves to another block of statements. So the flow of data control is divided in two categories or three categories. So this is called branching statements. First we see about while statement. So it's called repetition structure. Suppose I want to repeat the same step of all the same codes, we use this kind of looping statements. So repetition structure means programmer specifies an action to be repeated while some condition remains true. We have to check some condition up. The process is repeated up until the condition goes to false. So while loop repeated until condition becomes false. So see this example. Here I am declaring one variable. It's called product, integer variable. Integer product equal to 2. So we have check one condition while product less than or equal to 10. If the condition is true, whether it is true or not in this program, yeah, it's true because our value is 2. Our condition is product less than or equal to 10 is our value is less than or equal to 100, right? So the condition is true. If the condition is true, it execute the statement in the next to the while condition. So here product equal to 2 into product. So what is the value of product after this after execute of these codes? So initially the product value is 2. We are checking the condition is true, then it moves to the next statement, product equal to 2 into product. So the value of product equal to 4. This is the output of this particular code. So this is the flowchart of while loop. Initially we have checked one condition. If the condition is true, then it moves to the statement. The condition is true, it moves to the statement. இது ஒர்க்கிங்கில் இருக்கா நான் கூட ஒன்றும் 10 நிமிஷம் பேசிட்டு அதுக்கப்புறம் தான் யோசிக்கிறேன். இது இப்போ F1 கிளிக் பண்ணேன், இப்போ ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணேன், F1 ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணேன். ரன்னிங்கில் தானே இருக்குது, பிரச்சனை கண்டிப்பாக பண்ணலாம். ஆக்சுவலாக இதில் ஸ்க்ரீனில் வந்து கீழே அந்த ஃபேஸ் அந்த இது வராதா? வராது. அதான் திரும்ப அப்புறம் டவுட் ஆகிடுச்சு. வரலையே ஒரு நம்ம தன்னால் பேசிகிட்டு இருக்கோம்.
கட் பண்ணி திரும்ப ஆன் பண்ணவா? நீங்கள் இதில் கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க.
இதில் கண்டினியூ பண்ணிக்கிறேன். கண்டினியூ.
ஸ்லைடு வந்து ஃபஸ்ட்டு இந்த வரும் சார், அதை நீங்கள் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணுங்க.
F2 ப்ரெஸ் பண்ணணும்.
இல்லை அதில் ஸ்டார்ட்
ஆகிடுச்சு. ஓகே. So this is the flow chart of while loop. So in case of while loop, first we have to check the condition. If the condition is true, it goes to the some set of or some block of statements. It executes the block of statements. If the condition is false, it exits the particular loop. Consider this example. Here I am declaring a variable x equal to 2. I am checking on condition the while loop while x greater than or equal to 0. So the condition is true or not? Yes, x value is greater than or equal to 0. The condition is true. If the condition is true, it moves to the next level of the while statement. That is, next we have checked the value of x, it's equal to 2. If x equal to 2 means, then cout is the output statement. You know, in C++, cout is the statement for printing the particular value or some message. It's called output statement, right? Cout, value of x is x. Then x equal to x minus 1. So here, initially the value of x equal to 2, I am checking the condition in while statement, x is greater than or equal to 0, condition is true, then it moves to the next level. If x equal to 2, here also the condition is true, then cout value of x is x. So the output is value of x is 2. So this is the output of the particular code. So normally in the looping statements, so there are some common errors will arise. So first common error is infinite loop. Then the second one is uninitialized variables. Infinite loop and uninitialized variable. So these are the basic common errors occurred in the looping statements. So first we see the infinite loop. What is meant by infinite loop? We know infinite. It has no end. It's called infinite, right? So see the code. Here I am declaring one variable x, it's a value of 2. I am checking the condition x is greater than or equal to 0. The condition is true. Then it goes to the next statement, that is value of x is particular level. Again it moves to the while statement. Once again it checks the value of x, it's again true. So each and every time you have checked the value of x is greater than or equal to 0, it comes true. So automatically the loop executes in infinite times. That is, so the screen displays value of x is 2, value of x is 2, like that. Continuously it moves the output, right? So this is called infinite loop, because when the condition is false, then only it moves out from the loop. Here we are not increasing the value of 2 or something else. We are not changing the value of 2, right? So whenever you check the value of 2 is greater than or equal to 0, it's true only. So automatically the process is repeated infinite of times, right? So this is called infinite loop. Then the next one, uninitialized variables. So what is that? Initialized. So once we are declaring one variable, we must give some initial value to the particular variable. This is called initialization. You know that. Once you are declaring whatever it may be, suppose I am declaring a variable I, it's called integer variable, means int I is equal to 0 or 1. We are giving some initial value to the particular variables. It's called initialization. Here, what is the problem? Uninitialized variables. So see the example, integer x. So we are not giving any value, we are not assigning any value to the particular variable x, while x greater than or equal to 0. This is the condition. So we don't know about the value of x because we are not giving any initial value to the variable of x. So it takes some junk values, right? So automatically here it displays some error because x, we don't have any idea about which value takes by x. Okay, so it's called uninitialized variable. So this type of errors. So once we are declaring one variable, you must give some initial values to the particular variable. That is called initialization. So the value in an uninitialized variable can be anything. Yeah, it's unpredictable and may be different every time the program is run. So these are all the basic common errors. We are concentrating more on these two categories, that is uninitialized variables and the infinite loops. These are the common errors we normally find in this looping process. So next thing, counter control repetition. What is that counter? What is the use of this counter? Counter. It's a process. It's type of variable which used to count the number of times of the repeated process. So this is called counter. A counter controlled loop is a definite repetition loop as a number of repetition is known before the loop begins executing. So we have to count the number of repetition by using some variable. That variable is called counter. Okay. So see this example. Suppose we have to write some code. Set total and grade counter to 0. So initially you have to set two variables, total and grade counter to 0. Next we have to check one condition, grade counter is less than or equal to 10. Suppose the condition is true, we have to get the input, then add the grade into the total, then we have to increment the counter variable. After that we have to calculate the average and print the total class average. This is the pseudocode, that is the algorithm for the particular program. So what is the code of this program? See this. Yeah, here we are checking the variable grade counter. So I am initialing the variable value grade counter equal to 1. So this is the value we are assigning that grade counter equal to 1. This is called counter variable. Okay. While checking the counter variable, I am giving an condition, that is grade counter less than or equal to 10. So once the process is completed or first stage of repetition is over, then automatically the counter increase the value. So here the counter gets incremented each time the loop executes. So here I am increasing the value of the particular variable, that is grade counter. Grade counter is equal to grade counter plus 1. 1 by 1 automatically it increases. When it reaches the value of 11, then automatically it exits from the particular loop. So here is the output of the particular program. Okay, next. So you know assignment operators. So we have to assign some value to the particular variable by using assignment operators. So what is the assignment operator? Is equal to is called assignment operator. Equal symbol, you know, that is the equal symbol is called assignment operator. So here in what way we are simplifying the assignment expressions in C++. So first you have to say C equal to C plus 3. So this is a normal expression. Okay. So it can be abbreviated as C plus 3 plus Z is equal to 3. So this is the abbreviated format. So what is the meaning of this statement? C plus equal to 3 means C equal to C plus 3. Okay. So the statement of the form is variable is equal to variable, then operator, then expression. This is the normal form. Okay. So we can rewrite this form into this variable, operator, then is equal symbol, after that the expression. So see, this is the example. So D minus is equal to 4. That is, what is the meaning? D is equal to D minus 4. We have to abbreviate the D equal to D minus 4 expression into this form. That is, D minus is equal to 4. Here E star is equal to 5. So what is that? E equal to E into 5. So these are all the simple examples of this assignment operators. Okay. Next, increment and decrement operators. You know what is called increment operator, what is called decrement operator. Plus plus is called an increment operator. Minus minus is called decrement operator. Right. So plus plus means it increment the value by 1, and minus minus means it decrement the value by 1. Right. So here this C plus plus can be used instead of C plus is equal to 1. C plus plus means I am increasing the value of C by 1. That is called C plus plus. So we have rewritten this statement as C plus is equal to 1. And also C minus minus. That is, suppose the value of C is 10 means C minus minus gives the result as 9. It will reduce the value of C by 1. Okay, we can rewrite the statement like this: C minus is equal to 1. Okay. So there are two types of increment, that is one pre-increment and post-increment. Pre-increment means plus plus C, that is called pre-increment. Once it increased, then assigned, that is plus plus C or minus minus C. Post-increment means C plus plus. Once the value is assigned, after that it increased, and also once the value is assigned, after that it is decreased. C minus minus. Okay. So if see this example, if C is equal to 5, then I want to print the value of C. C out plus plus C. Plus plus C means, so initially the value of C equal to 5 only. But here I am using the statement plus plus C. Plus plus means it's called pre-increment. It's increment the value, then print. First it increment the value of C by 1. That is, the value of C is 6, right? So then the output is 6. Next statement, C out C plus plus. Here first it prints the value of C, and after that it increases into 1, that is 6. It moves to 6. So first it print and increase. But in the case of first statement, plus plus C, it increase the value of c and then it moves to the print level. Okay. When variable is not in an expression, pre-incrementing and post-incrementing have the same effect, right? So in case of plus plus c, suppose I am printing c out c, so it has both are have the same effect. So why we need this counter control? What is the necessity of using this counter variable? So counter control repetition requires, first thing, you have to mention the name of the variable, that is the counter variable. We should give a variable name, then we should assign some initial value to the control variable. After that, we have to check the condition, and finally we have to increment or decrement the counter value. So first thing, remind that you have to give some name to the variable, then initial value, that is initialization of the proper initialization of the control variable, then check the condition. After that, we have to increase or decrease the value of the particular counter variable. Here the examples, we say integer counter equal to 1. So here the variable name is counter and the data type is integer and the initial value is 1. This is called initialization. The first line is called initialization of the variable called counter. The value of counter is 1. Second line, we have to check the condition while counter less than or equal to 10. This is the condition. So if the condition is true, then it moves to the next level of the while statement. Here the value of counter is 1. The condition is counter less than or equal to 1. The condition is true. So it automatically moves to the cout statement. It prints the value of counter, that is 1. After printing, we are incrementing plus plus counter, that is counter equal to counter plus 1. So we are incrementing the value of counter by 1. So increment. So now the counter value becomes 2. Again the loop repeats. Again check the condition. Now the counter value is 2. 2 less than or equal to 10. Condition true. Again moves to cout statement. So now print the value of 2. Okay. Okay. Next we go to the next type of looping statement, that is for loop. It's the most important looping statement in C++ programming. So general format of for loop is, first for is a keyword. You must given that keyword for open brace. Then first you have to initialize the variable, that is counter variable, semicolon, then loop condition. Second level you have to check the condition, then semicolon, then increment or decrement, whatever it may be. After that the block of statements. So consider this example, for integer counter is equal to 1. So first level, that is initialization is over, semicolon. Next condition, counter is less than or equal to 10. Okay, we have to check the condition, semicolon. Then we have to increment the value of counter, counter plus plus, cout the value of counter. So what will be the output? Yeah, it prints the integers from 1 to 10. Up to 10, the value of integers is printed on the screen. This is the output of the particular code. Okay. So here you are given the initialization, condition, increment, decrement in the same line, that is inside the for loop. Okay. Yeah. So this is the comparison of for loop and while loop. First thing, in the first block of statement, it represents the while loop. Here, first we have to initialize the variable. Then in while block, we have to check the condition. After that, the statement. After executing the statement, it moves to the increment and decrement stage. So each and every stage is the different levels. First initialization, then condition, then increment. But in the case of for loop, the three processes have been in the same level. That is, for integer I equal to 0. That is, the initialization is over. Then second thing, so here is not comma, it's semicolon. So integer I equal to 0, semicolon, I less than or equal to 10 is a condition. Then it's a process of increment I plus plus. Then the statement cout. So we have to print the value of I, right? Okay, this is the flowchart for loop. So in for loop, first we have to initialize the variable. The next you have to check the condition. The condition is true, it moves the statement. After executing the statement, it moves the next level, that is increment variable or decrement variable, whatever it may be. Again it moves to the condition. If when the condition comes false, it exits from the particular for loop. So here is a simple example for using for loop. Here we are initializing on variable integer number equal to 2. So what is the purpose of this program is to print the sum of even numbers from 2 to 10. You have to find the sum of even numbers from 2 to 10. So here in the for loop, first I am initializing the variable number equal to 2. The condition is number is less than or equal to 2 because our maximum range is 100 only. So you have to given the condition like this, number less than or equal to 10. Then the increment stage number plus equal to 2. What is the meaning? Number equal to number plus 2. So first it takes a value of 2. Again it takes a value of 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. It goes like that. Okay. Then the statement is like this: sum plus equal to number. That is sum equal to sum plus number. You have to add each number to the variable sum and finally print the value of sum. Okay, the third one, that is do while. We have seen about while structure. So basically some small difference between the while and do while statement. In case of a while statement, first we have to check the condition. If the condition is true, it executes the statement next to the while statement. So we already seen about the structure of the while statement. But here it's a do while structure. Here it executes the statement first. After executing the statement, it comes to the condition block. Here check the condition. If the condition is true, again it moves to the next. That is again it executes the same statement. So whether the condition is true or false, the statement is executed one time in the case of do while statement. After executing the block of statements, then only it moves to the condition. If the check the condition, if the condition is true, again it moves to the next level. Okay. So this is the format of do statement. Do, then statement, closing brace, then while condition. So once the statement is executed, then only we have to check the condition. So this is the basic difference between do while and while. In case of while, first check the condition and execute the statement. In do while, first execute the statement, then it check the condition. Next, we go for branching statements. Okay, I already told what is branching. So we have to check one condition. If the condition is true, it executes some set of statements. If the condition is false, it moves in the another direction. That is, it executes some other block of statements. Okay. So these are the branching statements available in C++. First one, if else and switch. These are all the branching statements. In if else, there are 4 different types of if else statement. Simple if, first one is called simple if, then if else, if then nested if. These are the 4 different categories of if else statement. Simple if else, if, nested if. In case of switch, there is only one type of statement available in switch statement. That is, it's a multi-branching statement. We will discuss later. Okay. Okay. What is if statement or what is simple if statement? Here we are checking one condition. If the condition is true, it executes the particular statement. Suppose the condition is false, it moves next to the block of some statement. So the if statement is the most simple decision making statement. It is used to decide whether a certain statement or block of statement will be executed or not. That is, if a certain condition is true, yes, a certain condition is true, then a block of statement is executed, otherwise not. It checks the condition, whether the condition is true, it executes the statements, otherwise it exits the loop. This is called simple if statement. Yeah, this is the flow diagram. Is check the condition first. It's enter into the level, that is we check the condition is true, then you have to statement, you have to process the statement. Suppose the condition is false, it's come out from the particular loop. So this is the example. Integer I equal to 10. So initial value of variable I equal to 10. I am assigning the initial value of I equal to 10. Here I am checking the condition if I greater than 15. So this is the condition. Whether I greater than 15, is it true? No, it's false, because I am assigning the value of 10 to the variable I. Is less than 15 only, so the condition is false. So it automatically comes out from the particular loop. That is, it comes this cout statement. So the output is I am not in if. This is the output. Suppose in this case I am assigning I equal to 25. So what will be the output? So in this program, here the example I am assigning I equal to 10. Suppose we think like that. I equal to 25 means I will check the condition. 25 greater than 15 is the condition is true. Then it moves to the first cout statement. That is, what will be the output? Yeah, 10 is greater than 15 or 25 is greater than whatever it may be. Okay, it executes this cout statement. After executing the cout statement, it comes out from the loop. Again, it prints this cout level. Okay. So, in the case of simple if statement, once it checks the condition, if the condition is true, it moves to the next to the if statement. Suppose the condition is false, automatically it quiet from the, or it exits from the particular loop. Yeah, next one, if else statement. So, this is it has two different blocks. See this block diagram. So I am checking if condition. One condition I want to check. If the condition is true, it goes to one direction and executes some set of statements. Suppose if the condition is false, move to another direction and execute some other block of statements. After finishing this, it comes to move to the particular end. Okay. So the syntax or general format for this if else statement is, first we have to check the condition if within bracket condition, then open brace set of statements, then else. So the if and else are called keywords. Here else, on open brace, then some set of statements. Okay. So suppose the condition is true, it executes the first set of statements. Suppose the condition is false, it executes the second set of statements. Right. So consider this example. Here I am initializing a variable I equal to 20. I am checking the condition if I less than 15. This is the condition, I less than 15. Whether it is true or not? Yeah, it's false, right? Because the value of I is greater than 15. So automatically once the condition is false, it moves directly to the else part. Okay. So the value, it prints the value at this I is greater than 15. Okay. Suppose the value of I equal to 10 means what will happen? It checks the condition 10 less than 15. Yeah, if the condition is true, it goes to the if statement. It executes the if block statement. I is smaller than 15. Once it executes this cout statement, it comes out from the particular loop. Okay. Next, nested if statement. Nested if else. What is meant by nested? Nested means statement inside another statement. That is called nested. Nested if statement means an if statement inside another if statement. So one if statement is there, within that if statement another if statement is there. That is called nested if else statement. So what is general format or syntax of the nested if? First if statement, then condition 1, it check the condition. then the condition is true. If the condition 1 is true, it moves to the next if statement. If the condition is true, then it moves to the next level, that is condition 2. Again, the condition 2 is also true, it executes some set of statements. Suppose the condition is false, it moves to the else part. Okay. Yeah. This is the flow diagram for nested if. First, we have to check one condition. Within that, we have to check another two conditions. Suppose the condition 1 is true, it goes to condition 2. Suppose the condition 1 is false, it moves to condition 3. So here again you have check the value of you have to check the condition 2. The condition 2 is true, it executes statement 1. If the condition 2 is false, it moves to the statement 2. And also, suppose the condition 1 is false, it moves to condition 3. Again check the condition. If the condition 3 is true, it executes statement 3. If the condition 3 is false, it again moves to statement 4. Yeah. So this is the example. Suppose I am assigning the value of initial variable I equal to 10. If I is equal to 10, I am checking one condition. It's not assignment operator, it's a yes, it's a we are checking the value of I, it's equal or not. So if I double equal to 10, okay, so what's the value of I? It's a 10. So condition is true, that is the first condition is true. Then it moves to the next if statement, that is this statement. So here I am checking I less than 15. Yeah, again the condition is true because I am assigning the value of I equal to 10 only. So I less than 15. So condition is true. So it execute cout, that is I is smaller than 15. Okay. Suppose this condition is false, it moves to the next if statement. If I is less than 12, then the condition is true, it moves to, it prints the value of like this I is smaller than 12 to else. Finally, it moves to the last statement. So else if ladder. So else if ladder. So what is that? So once I am checking the if condition, if condition is true, it executes some statement. Suppose the condition is false, it moves to the else if condition, second level, that is else if. So here we are checking the next condition. If it's true, it executes like this statement. Suppose it's false, it moves, finally it moves to the else statement. Here is the data flow diagram of the particular else if ladder. First I am checking the condition 1, first if statement. I am checking the condition 1. The condition 1 is true, it executes statement 1 and come out from the loop. Suppose the condition 1 is false, it moves the next condition, condition 2, whether it is true or false. It is true, it executes again some set of statements and come out from the loop. So condition 1 false and condition 2 also false, means it moves to the condition 3. If the condition is true, it goes to the some block and come out from the loop. Yeah, this is the example for else if ladder. If I is equal to 10, yes, I am assigning I as 20 only, no, okay. So the first condition is false because I am checking I is equal to 10, no, it's not equal, it's go to this else part. Here I am checking else if I equal to 15, whether it is equal to 15, no, it's also false. Again move to this else if I equal to 20, yes, it's correct, the condition is true. So it executes this cout statement. The output I is 20. This is the output of the particular program. So next we'll discuss about the multiple branching. So switch case statement is the example of multiple branching. What is that multiple branching? So we have to check one condition Based on the result of the particular condition, we have redirect the flow into multiple directions. That is called multiple branching. So, useful when variable or expression is tested for multiple values. So, we want to check multiple values in a particular expression. You must use switch case statement. Okay. Yeah, this is the syntax or general format of switch case. Switch expression. Then you have to analyze or check the value of the particular expression, case value 1. Suppose the expression is equal to value 1 means, this particular expression is equal to the value 1 means it executes this statement. Suppose the expression is equal to the value 2 means it executes this set of statements like this. Finally, suppose so the expression didn't match any values, it automatically moves to the default statement. Okay. So this is the basic structure of the switch case statement. Yeah, this is the flow diagram of switch case statement. First we have to check case. For first case, it's true means it executes some process. That is, if the first case is false, then it moves to the next case. If it is true, again it executes some statement. So step by step it moves like that. Finally, it has one statement that is default. So the particular expression didn't match any variables or any values in this case statement. It finally it moves to the default statement, default section. Yeah, this is the simple example. Here, one switch statement is the expression is grade. I am getting the input of grade from the user. Suppose I am assigning the grade as A. The value of grade is A means it executes the particular set of statements. Otherwise, next case small a. Suppose it's the value of grade equal to B. So condition goes like that. Okay. So here I am using one break statement. What is the break statement? What is the use of this break statement? So normally the break statement is used to come out from the particular block of statements. So break causes switch to end and the program continues with the first statement after the switch statement. It comes out from the particular set of statements and move to the top level. That is the use of this break statement. So this is the output of the particular program. Yeah. So what is the use of this break and continue statement? Okay. So suppose I am using break statement. What will be the result? So it causes immediate exit from a particular loop statement. Once you are using break statement means the compiler executes the break statements, immediately transfer the control out from the particular loop. This is the use of break statement. Continue. Yeah. Once you use break statements, it comes out from the loop. Suppose you want to continue the particular loop, you are using continue statement. See this example. So integer next equal to 0. So we have checked the condition while true, C in next. So here I am using one break statement. So after executing this break statement, it comes out from the particular loop. It comes out from the particular loop. So here I am using one continue statement. If the continue statement executes, it goes to the starting level. That is, again it moves to the first level. That is the condition checking level. So these are the basic difference between the break and continue statements.